Hey, so in this video I wanted to share with you some of my tips that I use to help me get to sleep. I never used to be able to get to sleep at night. I used to stay awake till about 2 a.m, 3 a.m. because I could never shut my brain off and I was always just wide awake. And this led to me having no concentration at school, and now I think I've got it down. I think I've got some good tips going on, so I hope this is helpful. So the first tip that I have is lavender. If you don't like the smell of lavender, teach yourself to like the smell of lavender because it is so helpful and it's so relaxing. This candle basically follows me everywhere. Well, I mean, not everywhere. It follows me into the bathtub and in here. But this is the Yankee candle lemon lavender, and it is so nice. It's not too overpowering because of the lemon, and it's just really nice, and it helps me get to sleep. I actually have quite a few lavender candles going on. I also have this, which is something that I got from Bath & Body Works in America. I think you can get like a Radox version in the UK. This is lavender pillow mist, and you basically just do a couple of sprays on your pillows, let it dry, and it helps you get to sleep. I also have one of these little buddies. You can get these in loads and loads of stores. This is one of those microwavable buddies, and it has lavender in it, so when you heat them up in the microwave, never ever exceed what it tells you on the instructions, by the way, because these things get really hot. He just smells of lavender, and he's really nice to cuddle, especially if you're alone. So I got this one from Debenhams. I think he was like £15, but you can get cheaper ones. But he's just so soft, and he's lovely, and I look really girly right now, and that's weird. Another tip to do with lavender is once you've come out of the bath, if you have baths, I'd strongly recommend baths, by the way, they really help to relax you, is use like lavender body cream. Again, I got this from Bath & Body Works in America, but I found this in Superdrug in their like Christmas range, and this is a travel gift set, and it has lavender body wash, lavender bath salts, and lavender body lotion. And basically just the scent of lavender just triggers something in your brain, and it helps to soothe you and calm you down a little bit. Basically just smother yourself in lavender, just stick the smell of lavender all around you, and it should help you relax. Tip number 2 is to pamper yourself whenever you can. As I mentioned, have loads and loads of baths if you're allowed to. I don't know how strict your parents are on baths, but I have a bath pretty much every night now, and using things like Lush bath bombs and just like the body creams that I was talking about, they just really help to unwind you. I also like to read in the bath, have loads of candles going on, and it's really soothing. The other thing which kind of comes under pampering yourself is drink loads and loads of water. It sounds really silly, like surely that's going to make you wake up during the night, but keeping hydrated is literally like the golden rule for anything to do with your body or your health. Just have loads and loads of water. It's better to wake up in the night and pee than not be able to get to sleep because your brain is thirsty. That didn't make sense, but you know what I mean. Just keep hydrated is something that I would say about any kind of ailment you have. Drink loads and loads of water. Tip number 3 is to clear your mind. A common cause for not being able to get to sleep is because you have loads of things on your mind that have been stressing you out throughout the day, or you have loads and loads of things that you need to get done and you haven't done and you're stressing out about it. That's one of the biggest causes of me not being able to get to sleep, for sure. If you're not already really organized, get organized. Get a little to-do list, write down everything you need to do, write down a schedule and like a deadline for yourself of when you need to get things done, and get them done, and you will feel so much better. And also, if you had like a lot of problems during the day that have stressed you out, literally write down your feelings in a book. This is my little book that I write in. When you're angry or upset, if you're stressed out, if someone's upset you, write everything down in a book or on a piece of paper before you go to bed, and you will feel so much better. Just write honestly with all the and I don't know and all the crossing out, and it just helps so much. I really do believe that writing is one of the most therapeutic things that you can do. So yeah, I would recommend that. This book is full of all of my secrets. Tip number 4 is to not only clear your mind but clear your room, which is kind of hypocritical of me at the minute because it's a mess from me filming everywhere. But having a tidy room and having a room where you want to be in that room, it makes such a difference. If your room is full of things that you haven't used in months, throw them out, just get rid of them. Have a nice, clean, minimalistic room, and it really does help you. Make sure you change your bed sheets as often as they are washed because they just end up so soft and they smell of fresh linen, and it's just lovely and it helps you sleep, and yeah. Change your bedding. Also, and this is actually probably the most important one, I probably should have mentioned this at the beginning, but get yourself into a sleeping pattern. Don't go to bed at 3 a.m. one night and 1 a.m. the next night and 5 a.m. the next night and 11 o'clock at night the next night, whatever. Don't do that. Get yourself in bed at a set time and wake up the same time every morning. Literally, I think I get the best sleep when I've had about 6 to 7 hours. Some people recommend at least 8, some people recommend like 10 or 12, But find when you are most productive, when you are most awake in the morning, and use that as a guide to how much sleep you should be getting. I would say generally a good guide, especially if you're going to school, is go to bed no later than 11 o'clock at night and wake up, you know, about 7:30. That's usually a good sort of routine. Obviously the weekends are a little bit different, but it's a good amount of sleep, and you can train your body into feeling sleepy, you know, at those times if you just force yourself to get into that routine. So I would recommend. Currently my sleeping pattern is going to bed about 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the morning and waking up at around 9 or 10, which isn't too great. I'm all about being honest, but it is the same amount of hours every night, and I am tired at the right time for me. I'm a night owl, so I work until like 2 o'clock in the morning and then I go straight to sleep. So it does work. Tip number 5 is one that I've only recently started doing, but it's had a major effect on me. It's drink chamomile tea. Now, I used to hate herbal teas, and I actually want to make a whole video on herbal teas because I genuinely think they have changed my health so much. But basically, chamomile tea is the one that you take that helps you calm down and relax. There's one by Twinings, which is chamomile with spiced apple, and I don't usually like the taste of herbal teas. I don't think many people do, but I genuinely love this one. It is so nice. It tastes like autumn, if that is indeed a taste. And it's just really nice, and it helps your mind just sort of go, and it helps you prepare for sleep. So look up that, and that's not sponsored by the way, I just genuinely love Twinings, so go get some chamomile tea. And tip number 6 is probably the one that I find the hardest to keep up with. It is do not use technology, any kind of technology, for an hour before going to bed. This involves watching TV, being on your MacBook or laptop or whatever you have, being on your phone. Just put them to one side and don't use them. Don't text people. If you have to, have your brightness on low, and don't listen to any loud music or anything like that. Don't scroll through Tumblr. I know that sounds crazy and impossible, but it can be done. I would genuinely recommend reading for about half an hour before you go to bed every night. Not only is it really, really good for you and your brain to read, but it actually helps you relax. And it sounds like it's going to stimulate your brain, but it actually helps to calm you down if you get into a certain routine. If it matters, I'm currently reading the biography of Steve Jobs, the former head of Apple, and the book is like that thick. It's as thick as my head, and it's a really, really good read. So there you go. Book of the week. But seriously, like, wash up for your parents, or have a bath, or read. Find something for you to do that isn't using bright screens, and something that you're not like focused on, like that close to your face. And yeah, those are all my tips. There are probably loads more that I've forgotten, but I think I've covered the most important ones. If you guys have any other tips, make sure to leave them in the comments below so that I can help you and you can help me, and we can just help each other and be a nice little community. So make sure you subscribe to this channel, and I shall see you guys next Thursday. Bye!